everyone, it's I, Wacky Anime What If here to present you with What If Deku Had a Future Diary. Let's get into this. Currently, Izuku is in the middle of his middle school class, writing down into his notebook about many different heroes, their quirks, their weaknesses, and how to eliminate them in case they go rogue, and his daily life of what he thinks is the epitome of hell, middle school, considering he's been beaten brutally, assaulted, and numerous injuries all over his body. Scars that will never go away, just like the pain in his eyes. Is what Midori is thinking. And then he's thinking, oh, now I sound like an emo. Guess I should go shopping at Hot Topic. Immediately, he's chuckling towards his joke inwardly. And then chuckles a little bit outwardly, causing some people to look at him funny. And one Bakugo to get enraged that he's laughing. So he's about to walk towards him to explode his desk, but the teacher walks in and does the ultimate save by saying, hey everyone, I know it's, very close to the end of middle school, but we're having a new student with us. And everyone immediately turns their attention to the front. A door opens, Izuku's still focusing in his notebook, not really caring who it is, until he hears, there's a new student, is what a student says, and Izuku didn't hear the teacher, so he's thinking, oh wow, another tormentor. I can never get a break, can I? Oh, Izuku, if you knew. Immediately, he hears a voice say that, and he's like, wait, what was that? And then I immediately just put flex tape, like, right into the little hole that was in the fourth wall. And Izuku's like, I'm hearing voices now. Great. And now I'm spiraling down to insanity. What's next? Immediately, Izuku's continuing jotting down into his notebook, while everyone is gasping and looking at the new girl that's been introduced to the class. Her name is Yuno, as the teacher says. She is new to Japan, and she's new to the school, so I hope everyone welcomes her warmly, she says while pointing towards Yuno. Immediately everyone looks towards her and says, oh, she's so beautiful, while one person says, oh, shit, we got a very beautiful girl here. I totally hit that. While another guy says, yeah, I would too. While the girls are saying, such perverts. And immediately, Izuku, who hears all this, is thinking, can they ever shut the fuck up? Before realizing, oh shit, I said that out loud. Immediately, everyone's giving him the death glare. And he just looks up and nervously chuckles and puts his hand in the back of his head and says, I said that out loud, didn't I? And everyone just glares, even more intensifies. Ew, my god. And then immediately, Yuno starts giggling. While she starts giggling, everyone stares at her now. She starts giggling a little bit and says, that's kind of funny. While Izuku is inwardly having crisis. I never make a girl giggle. This is quite wrong. What's happening, and is she sane? And immediately, the narrator that's speaking right now says, if you can make her giggle, you can make them cheeks jiggle. While Izuku hears that in his head and is thinking, what the fuck was that? And I just put another layer of flex tape in the fourth wall. Izuku's thinking, yep, these voices are getting out of hand. I might as well go get some medication for that. But just focusing his attention towards Yuno, and as soon as he locks eyes with her, he immediately blushes and thinks, wow, she's beautiful. Says it out loud, which makes her giggle a little bit more. Says, why, thank you. While everyone just glares at him, intensifies. While Bakugo just looks at him and just says, I'm about to end this man's whole career. And just gets up out of his desk, walks towards Midoriya, slams his hands on the desk and explodes it right in front of his eyes. And immediately says, hey, you Deku, don't get any ideas. It's not like anyone would want you, you quirkless nobody. You're gonna die all alone. And don't even think about being a hero. After all, you just be a victim. Immediately, Izuku just says, oh. He looks downwards, his eyes are starting to lose a little bit of color, before, all of a sudden, a hand appears in front of Bakugo, and it lifts his chin up towards the person and the left of the direction. And Izuku looks up and sees that it's Yuno holding Bakugo's cheek towards him. He's immediately Izuku's thinking, oh, guess she's into him. So he gets up and just walks out of class. And no one says anything because they don't care, but Yuno notices this and is about to chase after him, but still has her hand right on Bakugo. She immediately just puts her head to right beside Bakugo, right to the left of his ear, and says, I don't know what you said to him, but I don't like a Pomeranian trying to injure my darling. Immediately, Bakugo was having chills through his spine. He's about to punch her in the face with an explosive right hook. Right when he's about to, she grabs his hand, literally twists him around and forces it behind his back, kicks him to Izuku's desk. His head goes right into the desk and breaks it. While Yuno just says, he's mine, in her ear. And immediately, she gets out of the classroom and says, I'll be back later. I've got to go check on my Izu. Immediately, everyone's thinking, this bitch is crazy. While Izuku's walking home thinking, I really do hate how everyone just seems to hate me. I don't even know why. He's writing into his notebook, not paying attention to anything. And then he sees something odd in front of him. He sees a sludge. A giant overgrown booger is what he says in his mind, before realizing, oh shit, I said that out loud. While the giant booger in front of him says, I feel offended by this. Do you mind if I take your body? And Izuku says, I prefer if you don't. And immediately, the sludge says, yeah, I didn't ask. And Izuku said, but you did. And immediately the sludge villain says, yeah, but I don't care. Wraps Izuku around him and says, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and get inside you and use you as a meat suit. While Izuku says, that's definitely out of concept. While the sludge villain says, just let me inside you. And immediately Izuku says, yeah, that's definitely out of context. Someone help. Izuku just says, while all of a sudden, All Might says, I heard someone was in danger. And immediately just busts onto the scene. And right when he does, he sees Izuku with the sludge villain and is about to do something before all of a sudden he disappears. He's somewhere else now, wondering what just happened before he sees his longtime nemesis in front of him in the woods. And it's All for One. So they're duking it out, while Izuku, who just saw All Might and just saw him disappear, is like, well, fuck you too, All Might. While being choked out by the slime. And immediately, the slime is wondering, why are you still conscious? While Izuku in his mind saying, ha, he doesn't know, but I'm used to this. And I'm kind of, just gonna say, I wish I wasn't. Immediately, Izuku just sees the sludge villain just look at him with the most disgusted face and saying, I know what you just said. And that is just no. And Izuku said, you don't know the shit I'm on. While being choked out and forgetting, oh shit, I needed air. So he's going unconscious. And right before he's closing his eyes, he swears he sees pink hair. And immediately, you see Yuno on the scene. And she's looking at the sludge villain. And she has an axe behind her back and says, I'm about to end this man's whole career. Right when she says this, the sludge villain says, I don't have a career. While Yuno says, it's because I'm about to take that career. She starts running towards him with an axe and slashes directly into the sludge villain. Right into the side, and it just goes through him, and he just, sucks in the axe. That really didn't do anything. And Yuno says, oh, shit. While the sludge villain's trying to get inside of Izuku, whose body is taken over. While Yuno says, yeah, I have a better idea. She just straight up just puts down her actual backpack and she just straight up pulls out a fucking flamethrower out of it. A mini flamethrower. Which is just hairspray and a lighter. And she starts lighting the Sludge villain on fire. And the Sludge villain's just like, what the fuck? Why you carry that with you? And Yuno says, you never know when I need to look pretty. While Izuku, who's currently unconscious, is thinking, oh, in his mind and his dream is like eating, and all of a sudden he's saying, did someone just like raise the temperature in here? Before says, oh shit, I didn't just burn up the sludge villain, I also burned a little bit of Izuku's hair. I'm just gonna have to, yeah, like right as soon as the sludge villain dropped Izuku and just started just scurrying away, she's like, yeah, I'm gonna have to give him the haircut now. So she cuts off a piece of his hair, gets out a Ziploc bag, puts it in there after getting the flames out, and just puts it in there and just like, well, that's good. I'm just going to go ahead and take off with this. And immediately just grabs Midoriya, puts him on her back, and just starts walking away. And she has a hoodie on, just so you know. So she just puts on the hoodie, puts on a mask so no one notices it's her, and just walks away. And there's this one person who was just about to help Midoriya and just realized, oh shit, he just got kidnapped. I probably should do something. And then thinking, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go towards them. Is trying to go towards them, but then immediately says, I would, but second thought, fuck no. I saw those eyes. That's a yandere. No. He just starts walking backwards and says, nope, fuck this shit, I'm out. It just starts running. So Izuku is currently being dragged into his house by Yuno, who, for some reason, already has a house key. Towards Izuku's house, just opens the door, walks in, and immediately Inko says, oh, so are you back, Izuku? If you are, could you go ahead and get some milk or something? We actually ran out just now after I made some dinner for us. While she's in the kitchen, not looking back, Yuno just like quickly walks towards, like starts to sneak, is like sneaking towards Izuku's room, sneaking him up the stairs, and you could just see like a little screen appear saying sneak 100, while she just goes up to his room, opens the door, puts him on his bed, immediately just lays next to him and just starts hugging him like a teddy bear and says, this is mine now. While Izuku wakes up and says, wait, what? And he sees Yuno holding him and says, this must be a dream. I'm liking it. While Yuno says, you're mine now. While Izuku says, I'm not liking it. While she does some creepy giggles and Izuku says, oh, this is a yandere. No, I don't want this. And this is episode 1 of What If Deku Had a Future Diary. I hope you liked it. And if you do, make sure you smash that like button. The more likes you get on the video, the more likely I'm going to actually do a second part of it. And I'm sorry if I can't get a video out tomorrow, even though I said I would. It's because, honestly, I'm not feeling too well. But, hey, if I do, then that's good. I hope I do, at least. So, I hope you like